Anime. A-N-I-M-E. The thing that the massive losers watch. You either love it, or you hate it. Or you have no strong opinions at all. I guess that's how opinions work, isn't it? I cannot believe the insane levels of growth that this medium of entertainment has undergone over the last couple years, especially in the West. With this insane level of growth, combined with the growth of social media giving a platform to fandom culture, the anime community has seen certain toxicities bubble to the top. So, if you will, join me today on a journey of Discord admins, people who don't wear as much deodorant as they should, and people who just sorta need to be put down. Like a dog. Oh, and subscribe or something, or I'll say you stink as well. When I was a youngin', watching ye old Dragon Ball Z was something people would genuinely get bullied for. But now you see people walking around getting stepped on by Makima, and no one bats an eye. Which, don't get me wrong, I think how it should be. No one should ever be bullied for liking the things that they like. But if you act like this, maybe a little bit of bullying is good for some people. And before I say anything more, I just want to stress that I definitely love the growth in popularity that anime has enjoyed recently. When I was younger, watching anime was not something you made that public. You almost had to come out as an anime fan. Like, once you said it, you could not retract it. Everyone at school you knew were the kid that watched them little animated Japanese people doing things. The point I'm trying to make is that anime used to be an underground society for us weirdos. But now I can just walk into HMV and find Tengen Uzui staring at me menacingly.
Back away, bitch.
And to be completely honest, this reputation of ew, anime is for weirdos isn't quite undeserved. I love this stuff, so I'm not just talking shit, but this community has always had a habit of attracting some strange individuals, to say the least. I know it's a strange comparison, but think of sports fandoms. They haven't exactly got the best of reputations, but at least football stadiums don't have to post reminders for people to shower and wear deodorant. Mate, you stink like shit. But when I say anime fans have gone too far, I don't mean this. Let's be honest, these people have stank like a mouldy bolognese forever, and they will most likely continue to stink like a mouldy bolognese for the rest of time. So what do I mean then? I've noticed that a lot of people within the anime fandom, on all kinds of social media, just sort of base their whole personality on the content they consume. Liking anime is all well and good. Liking anime too much is also all well and good. Expressing your hobbies and what you like is awesome. Never be afraid to admit that you like something. I make videos on this stuff. I dress up as these characters to conventions. But for the love of God, please, please develop a personality outside of anime and outside of anime social media. Stop repeating the same 5 jokes you found on anime TikTok. Try it. You might like it. I've met so many anime fans across the years, and most of them legends. But some people just get so wrapped up in it. Even ironically, please do not end up as the guy whose whole thing is calling every show mid, despite the fact that they are not a critic and no one asked for their review. Like, everyone knows this guy. My Hero Academia isn't that bad. They're obsessed with calling it mid, when it's clearly very popular and people clearly like it. If you don't like it, just don't talk about it. What are you doing? You confuse me. Like the way I'm confused by the fact that they're putting mustard on this honey and mustard sausage. Has it not mustarded enough? Next point, please stop being so horny all the time. I get it. The horny jokes are sometimes funny. I mean, just look at me, #1 hentai enjoyer. But fun fact, There are more jokes in life than horny, oh, I'm so horny, mummy, oh, just shut up, bro. Look at yourself. There's an incredibly fine line when it comes to being horny on main. Let's just call it the hornosphere. There is making occasional and funny jokes about these characters that might just happen to be of a sexual nature. And then there's every fibre of your being constantly wanting to talk about having intercourse with a man or woman that isn't real, and let's face it, friend, miles out of your league. And on a sort of similar point, it genuinely seems like some people cannot tell the difference between what they do online, or when they watch stuff, and what they do in reality. Like I said, I have been to loads of cons as a cosplayer, and please just stop being weird to cosplayers. Personally, I'm not bothered by it. I don't mind awkward conversations where someone talks to me like I am not a real person, but it's still not very nice. Just treat people like people. And then sometimes people are just generally rude to you, and I think this comes from the internet too. Cosplay comment sections are often wild, and they are not nice places. Some people are just rude. And I can't lie, if someone spoke to me like this in person, I would feel well in my right to tell them to fuck off. And because a lot of people just sort of only interact online, they kind of see this as an appropriate way to treat people in person. Online and real life are two very different things. And this is just from my perspective. I can't complain that much. Have you seen women's cosplay comment sections? Jesus Christ. They are 100 times worse. I have it easy. The amount of growth of anime in the West, combined with social media being itself, has led to some people just needing to go outside and touch some grass. There are certain ways people act which is okay online, and just not fun to be around in real life. Because online, you only ever see someone once in a very short burst that's easy to ignore. Whereas in person, they are right there. Their presence is constant. So the same 3 jokes and phrases that you've heard before just aren't gonna cut it. No one's asking you to be a social guru. I'm awkward as fuck. I can't hold a conversation for the life of me. But for the love of God, if you're one of these people and you take anything away from this video, it's wear deodorant, be polite, and say something original. Stop being weird to women. Good night. Is there a point of this video? No, not really. I've just sort of noticed over the years that some people who watch anime make it their whole personality and are quite unsavory characters. But I'm sure you all have horror stories to tell me, so go down in the comments and tell me what some of your worst experiences are. I'm sure we have a lot to tell. And subscribe, because that concept could be a video in itself. I have enough to go around. But with all that out of the way, do all the things down below, and I will see you in the next one, my friend. Bye-bye.